Well, look at the odds have changed. How the odds have changed, as I should say. Bryce Young was the favorite, then he wasn't. Now he is again. So it's not just a smokescreen. I think, Chris, you nailed it yesterday when you said that the Panthers are getting it out there that Bryce Young is their guy to get their fans ready, because the shift went from Young to Stroud when the Panthers moved to number 1. And now as we get closer and closer, there it is settling in as the pick for the Panthers, Bryce Young, the Alabama quarterback at number 1.
Yeah, it seems like things are trending that way, definitely. And yeah, that's the sense I got a little bit with what happened, and people, in the business who I know have connections, they started to float it out there, whatever else. And yeah, it just makes you wonder. You and I have seen a few things in our day. We know how the NFL works, and it had the feel of, let's throw this out there, gauge the temperature, make sure everybody gets their head wrapped around this, and go from there. And we'll see. But should be interesting with these quarterbacks in this top 10 of the draft, that's for sure.
Again, Bryce Young, an Alabama quarterback, the latest from an impressive line of great Alabama quarterbacks in recent years. Let's draft the best Alabama players currently in the NFL. It's not going to be easy because there's a lot of great Alabama players in the NFL. Chris, you're up.
Oh my gosh, is there a lot of great players? This is like, it's actually torture, because I feel like I'm going to leave somebody, or we're going to leave a lot of great players off the list here, right? I think the first one I'm going to go with is, I'm going to go with Quinnen Williams right off the bat. Quinnen Williams, I think, is in the conversation right now for one of the best interior defensive linemen in all of football. He's a guy, first team All-Pro, second team All-Pro, whatever. He's in that combo. He is. So for what he is, the middle of the defense like that, I'm going to go with Quinnen Williams as my first pick.
Quinnen Williams also with the all-time great soundbite where he was commenting on Kyler Murray back when he was at Alabama, and he heard Nick Saban in his brain tell him to shut up, and he did mid-sentence. I'll go Jalen Hurts. I mean, the guy was an MVP candidate. He's one of the franchise quarterbacks right now that you and I can agree on. Short list, 5 or 6 best in the game. Jalen Hurts, in an unexpected way after getting benched and after transferring, but still, the Alabama connection is there. Jalen Hurts, my first pick.
Yeah, I get that. The value of the position, everything like that. It's tough to say that. You hold them in a little higher regard than I do, but certainly worthy of this right here.
There's a shock.
I get that.
Just ask anybody in Philadelphia.
Yeah,
they know the answer to that question.
Yeah, exactly right. No doubt about it. All right. Holy cow. I'm going with Minkah Fitzpatrick as my next one. I'm going to go with him. Minkah Fitzpatrick is arguably the best safety in the NFL. Another one that I'm going to throw in that combo, with Derwin James and Jamal Adams as he's healthy, and I'm missing somebody else that's in that conversation as well. But damn, I've been watching the guy since he was in high school, and he's phenomenal. And, the Steelers aren't a great team right now, so he's maybe not on everybody's radar the way he should be. But damn, he's still one of the best in the game.
This is where it becomes a challenge, because there's been some great running back receivers from Alabama, but for some, the sun is setting. For some, the sun is rising, and it feels a little early. It feels a little late. Where do you get the sweet spot? I'm going to go with the Slim Reaper, Devontae Smith, the Heisman winner, undersized, who hasn't had a gigantic impact yet. Not a tremendous top 5 receiver impact, but it feels like he's moving in that direction. It feels like that's what's going to happen. And it's just tough because, it's a little late for some of these other guys. Amari Cooper, it's a little late.
Yeah.
Calvin Ridley, who really knows where he is. Jalen Waddle, he's caught up there with Tyreek Hill. I feel like it's a tough one.
It is
tough.
Well,
Smith.
You're not wrong. He had 1,100 yards last year. It wasn't like he's disappointing. He's damn good.
You almost said 11,000, which I think would be a record. but yeah. But it's just he's not cream of the crop NFL wide yet. But he's still a great player, and it feels like
it's coming.
The arrow is pointing up.
Right.
Plenty of great Alabama players in the NFL. We've done 2 rounds of our draft today. 1 to go. Chris, who do you have?
All right, I'm going to go to Patrick Surtain, the second, Denver Broncos. I mean, again, and you can see a theme here with me. Just as far as where we are right now in this day and age, this moment, he's one of the 3 or 4 best corners in the game right now. if not number one. I mean, he's phenomenal, has it all. Great ball skills, man-to-man shutdown type of guy, tackles, does everything. We know how important that position is in the NFL, so I'll go Patrick Surtain.
Would it be cheating if I went Bryce Young? I'm not going to. He's not in the NFL yet, and who knows? Who knows? We don't know what he's going to be. Like any other draft pick, we don't know. He's not in yet, and we don't know. We do know Daron Payne is a stud defensive lineman for the Washington Commanders. Franchise tagged, got the big contract, key piece of that team. And really, Nick Saban, before he became the Alabama coach, after he said, I'm not going to be the Alabama coach, he was a defensive guy. They have developed an explosive, potent offense. It kind of started with Julio Jones, but they've got the great quarterbacks now. They've got the great running backs. They've got the great everything on offense.
Oh, I know. I mean, you got DBs every year coming out in the draft. I mean, damn, we didn't even Trayvon Diggs, Jonathan Allen, right? I mean, Jalen Waddle, Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. Like, no disrespect to all of you guys. You're amazing. And sorry, there's not enough rounds in this draft.
And Tua. You didn't mention Tua.
And Tua.
I thought about taking Tua because when he's healthy, he really is good. And Mike McDaniel's brought the best out of him. They think we hate Tua just because we're concerned about the fact that, he hits his head on the turf and he gets concussions. And hopefully they've cured that because if they do, he'll be an MVP candidate again this year. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.